Hello everybody and welcome back to Mordheim, where I was Scave and I'm about to start the next mission. After we hired a black Scave, maybe things are going to work out a little bit better than they did before. We never know. We have 3 missions. I already took a quick look, and it's going to be the Mark for Death, of course, which we are going to take, because Crush the Will on a Deadly is at our current stage unlikely to succeed. The cage over here is just average 4 in a normal difficulty. Well, what else to choose, right? What else could we choose than this one?
A spy has reported that an enemy warband is hurrying to recover a secret cache of equipment in the area. With this information, you are able to beat them to the location and deploy patrols to watch for the enemy's arrival.
Now, we are facing the Undead. That is actually not good at all. We know the problem of the leader, causing you guys to have the... was it terror? I think he caused terror on you guys. And I don't like that at all. Our guys are not really strong at the moment, or they will fall for that rather easily. Do we have 7 or 8 units? I'm not 100% sure. I would like to have 7, because then we can deploy 4 of our units down here, which I just drop in, which are going to be our henchmen. And the remaining 3, hero and leader, we are going to drop in the northeast. Because like that, I hope that we can reunite our units rather quickly. We need to kill only Emilian von Bittes Memento in order to succeed with the side objective. Well, only. Let's see how that only works out. Anyhow, end of last episode, I was talking a little bit about a mobile app, which is called Mordheim Warband Skirmishes. And I would like to take the chance to talk about that a little bit more. Even though it's not accessible outside Australia by now, I think it will release during the during May, latest beginning of June, I would guess. I will post a link on Facebook. No, to the Facebook page. Maybe you can have a look there yourself. Currently, it's still in beta, as to be expected, but I enjoy it already a lot. I mean, it's a nice game that I can play on my way to work. Of course, there are quite some things missing, or where there's what's still room for improvement. I'm pretty certain that these guys will work on that during, just before the release and also afterwards. To start with, you can, for now, start or choose between 3 different warbands. Well, warbands is a little bit wrong there. You have only the options to choose between 3 different factions of the mercenaries or of the humans. You can choose between Reichland mercenaries, Mordheim mercenaries, and Marienburg mercenaries. And the only difference, next to their coloring, of course, which you can adjust a little during the gameplay. The difference is that you start with a different variety of sets of different stats for your leader, which is increasing or making you guys better in a certain perspective. For example, the Marienburg mercenaries, they will have a boost in gold crowns. They start with 100 gold crowns more than the other warbands, or the other mercenaries, I should say. As well as they have more item rarity and therefore no strength skills. So if you are looking into getting better items, these guys are normally what you should want to go for. I haven't played them so far, but I would assume that the startup is a little bit easier. But over time that they will lose the advantage over the enemies in this. Might be that I'm completely wrong with that, as so often, but that sounds to me like that's going to be the case. Then, just as for the Mordheim mercenaries, as a different example, the captain has 1 strength and 1 wound more than the other guys, and that is actually not bad at all. You can wield stronger weapons, of course, withstand a little bit more of damage. Which you will find out is pretty important. during the gameplay, you basically, well, there's a short introduction. It's a bottom top view. Bottom top, do you call it that way? Well, basically, you look from the top on the field and just maneuver your guys a little bit around. There's also cover and everything that is affecting your units, protecting them mostly from ranged guys, and you will also be able to charge in on the enemies. So everything is basically in there. As I said, some things need a little bit of polishing. Maybe I'll show that during the recording if I ever get to do that
A new
and
round
upload
has
it
started.
properly. Yeah, but there are items that you can collect. My main focus is, of course, to collect some wordstone that is lying around there, and you can sell later on to, well, to some kind of vendor, let's call it like that, or your captain who's going to sell it for you or whatever. Also, the inventory you can purchase or have to purchase, and yeah. But anyhow, you will see that a little bit of gameplay. I hope that I can get it out, let's say, this weekend, that I can get a little bit recording going for that. Yeah. Anyhow, as I said, I'm going to post the link on beneath in the description to their Facebook page, and yeah, just have a look. So, enough about that for now. Let's focus a little bit on the game, because as you've seen while talking and clicking a little bit around, I already screwed up some movement there, but that is to be fixed right now, because Maxim, I want him dead. Well, I want him double dead, basically. Well, the first charge didn't work as well as the second did, but we have plenty of units around here. Luckily. Even though the second guy or the third guy are waiting, and fourth guy even are waiting over there as well. Unfortunately, none of them being our target. So I'm a little bit afraid that the target is running around somewhere around here, and we'll not even get to see him. And then, of course, it's going to be the leader who's causing the terror test on our guys. Which they will fail. There's no doubt about that. Let's have a peek around here and try to see something. He's wielding a two-handed weapon. I was a little bit afraid that he's going to have Overwatch and shoots at us. I can't see anything. There are 3 units coming from over there. 1 we have here, so 3 more are missing. Yeah, it's very likely that they are at the 3rd spawning point, which is far away from where I am, actually. So for me that means, do I actually need to go? No, I think I will stay over here and try to flank them. Maybe they're even going to split up their forces. That, of course, would be the best for me. Yeah, just get in there. It's absolutely fine. Deal a little bit more damage. And dodge out of everything that is coming. Hopefully. Undead are not my favorite enemies. The poison doesn't work on most of the enemies' units. They're just freaking annoying because you can't cause all alone tests on them or any kind of psychological test. Also here on most of the enemies. And then the leader. And also normally a hero unit that has a special ability, the Vampire Thrall, I think it's called, or what she is called. But yeah, they don't have any of these along, I would assume by now. Maybe. Or it could be a necromancer that is running around with them. But yeah, we'll have to see about that. They're not going to come over here, I don't like that, because this guy, if he's getting in, might cause a lot of damage. And luckily for us, he doesn't charge, for some weird reason that I don't understand. Okay, we still have the option of the second hero unit being our enemy or the leader. Our enemy, well, that's not right. All of these guys are our enemies, but being our target, only these. I don't think it's a regular unit, a zombie or something. If it's a zombie and he's very far away, I'm getting very frustrated. That would be a pain in the backside. Well, I like that. I wish there would be more zombie enemies. we could just, well, overwhelm them with our units, basically killing them as quickly as possible. Enemies wouldn't lose any kind of morale, and cause all alone tests on this guy, which he hopefully would fail all the time. And he wouldn't run away because we would, of course, surround him. And we have plenty of time to take care of anything else. But yeah, we are not there yet. Really would like to, would have liked to kill Maxim this round, but the damage output is not sufficient for the remaining one. And yeah, after missing a little bit over there, that is not looking good. I could, of course, try to get through the building, but I know that one enemy is sneaking around here somewhere. Will I be charged at? Yeah, most likely. No, not. Then I can actually get around here. Maybe. No, I can't get around here, but I can walk just around here, do this, and kill him. So, that is not what I meant with killing him. Not the slightest. Still have a chance for that, but that is not sufficient damage. That is now a little bit annoying. I still can get here with our Grenadier and try to shoot him, but that is actually really not what I was hoping for. It's not a really good chance. That's better. Let's boost it a little. And fail terribly. I'm not a big fan of that. He should have been dead. Hello, Niku. Yeah, and it's not, he won't be able to get there. There's also not sufficient space anymore to bring him in. We've seen the, well, Vampire Thrall. Actually, they got one of these. Yeah, these are the ones causing the fear test on you. Also, she not being our target. So, yeah, I think the last one we haven't spotted is the leader. So let's see how much damage he's dealing. Too much? For my liking at least. And he has even 2 attacks. Painful. Very, very painful. Yeah, and thanks to his stupidity test, actually, I just thought about that. We won't be able to cause auto-long test on him. He just doesn't care, he doesn't understand the concept of it. I think we should focus on just killing them and winning the round and maybe not dying.
A new round has started.
Oh, that worked out quite okay. Yeah, still no leader. Nope. He's probably collecting all the words on all over the place and just doesn't dare to show up. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too risky to go and try to hunt him down. I need to kill this guy though. I should probably also try to dodge out with our slightly injured guy. Therefore, yeah, you need to move away for that. That is not how that works. How that should work, I should say. Yeah, and you can disengage. Very good. And then you can loot. Loot, maybe? Be useful at the end at all, or not. And we are going to make our way somewhere far, far away from everything else. And I can already see that he's going to run into the leader. Just a guess of mine. Okay, let's poison this fella a little. That is not the round of our leader. He's missing every round, oh well, so for every turn. He missed 1 attack. Yeah, then that is just crap. Okay, where is this guy? Oh, he's standing right behind us. Can I get around here, please, and try to be somewhere on a little bit more safe side than that, yeah? Oh, at least that hit was pretty nice. And we're going to get a little bit further away again. Yeah, also here no dodging. It's 50-50 chance, basically, even a little bit more in our favor, but somehow 50-50 seems to mean it doesn't work for me. I just get in there so we have 2 attacks. That's even much more than a 50-50 chance, and we can't make it work. If he would have dodged now with his 5% chance, then I would have gotten maybe a little bit angry. Oh, I wonder why he has to do all alone test. I thought a stupidity test prevents you from actually having psychological events. I don't complain about that. It's a little bit in my favor. But I'm confused. Hey, Gale. I don't like you either. And again, a huge amount of damage. That's no good.
A new round.
Basically, 2 of our guys are as good as dead. One, we brought a little bit to safety, but I really would like to have the second one alive as well. Unfortunately, it seems like he's standing in a position that I cannot really work with that, with him dodging out. Without killing the zombie as well as, of course, the hero unit there. Yeah, this guy, well, he's somewhere. That's for certain. Currently, it seems like I'm not that lucky with the side objectives. I actually am even a little bit afraid of moving around and, well, step into a trap and die from that, so he's just going to stand right there. At least the attacks are currently going out acceptably well. Well, and he's dead, thanks to the poison. I will delay over here because I would like to have the attack on someone else. Or the remaining attack on someone else. You won't be able to dodge out from this position. Let's see. Let's delay maybe 1 turn. Or one short round here. And healing him up for 15 is really not worth it. But if I can shoot him dead, we can move our other units over there. Let's try. That was actually a crit. That's pretty nice. Fortunately, not where we need it. Okay, anyhow. You are free to move. I could provide a second target to the zombie over there, so we can maybe attack someone else. Problem will be the ghoul. He will give a crap about anyone being engaged on this side. Okay, that worked out acceptable. And yeah, there's no chance that we can do anything around here. Let's at least try to deal a little bit of damage with him, so he, well, can still attempt to dodge out instead of wasting the points on delaying and then him dying anyhow. I take that. We still have the dodge available. Okay, good damage on Niku. We have a second one, which might actually kill him. Screw that plan. Yeah, let's see. Is he going down? It's also a lot of damage from a stupid zombie. Also, Serena will now join in with the spear in her hands. Yeah. Well, we're dodging that one. But the second attack is coming in as well, right? Well, we are still standing. At least it costs him a lot of attacks to take us down, which he succeeds though with. Of course he does. Luckily no crit, so that works for me.
A new round has started.
Yeah, and Emilian is still somewhere. There he is. Oh, he will deal a lot of damage. Oh no, that's not good. And 2 attacks should be all of it though, and we actually resisted the terror that he was or tried to cause on us. Now, I think there's a very low chance of us actually killing this guy before they knock out all of ours. So what I consider is just going to their card and steal their idol. That will put them eventually on routing level. Will take us one more turn, so we'll see what we can do in meanwhile. You should go for him actually. Nico will die from someone else who's engaged over there. Maybe! I'm very lucky and that works out. I highly doubt it. More likely it is that Eos also gets knocked out. Yeah, you can stay just right there. Over here, our leader won't be able to join the fighting since he's engaged with 2 units. At least that will take away a little bit of the damage output. I have to kill the ghoul or the leader or the hero in order to put them over the line for a routing test. Let's try. Well. And leave it with trying again, as so often. And then we're going to get a little bit away from the others. Maybe they're following us, maybe not. I think the highest chance at the moment is for us to take the idol. Okay, now guys, stand strong. I like that. Whom are you joining? Yeah, of course, she's charging in on him as well. Oh yeah, not good for her. Now is our black scale good enough to dodge out? Actually is. I'm very close to being to say I'm impressed.
A new round has started.
Okay, I like that too. Holy camole. Here likes life. Okay, keep it going. We should get there right now. Actually, we also will have a quick look at the enemy's card. Yeah, and I would have wished that there is something useful inside. Is it enough? I'm not sure. 16, I think that pushes them just over the line. Yes, it does. Now they just need to fail, of course, as well. Just as we do fail here. 2 tests we fail. Out of 3. Let's deal a little bit damage to Alexei. Probably I shouldn't even do that. I should probably better dodge out and to join somewhere else. Now we a quick reload and we will still try to shoot him a little. really would have loved a crit over there to knock him on his knees and, yeah, laugh at him. From the looks, it might also be that we have to kill the leader because we can't hit Valerio. Okay. Next. Well, or not the next attacks, because we succeed. Yeah, I think that was the right choice to go for the either. Just took too long for the leader to come to us, and it's still doubtful that we actually would have taken him down without losing more of our rats.
Brave, bold warband is sneaky strong. Fetch find much wordstone. Filch will squeak speak to Murder Lord. Tell him much. Warband climb sneak high far.
Yeah, I think at the current stage, the biggest problem on deadly missions, next to the fact, of course, that the enemies are boosted quite a lot, is that we don't have any skills.
Outstanding.
No skills, no good. And yeah, he's back on his feet, so actually nothing happened. We get a good amount of experience, even though we did not complete, of course, the side objective. But yeah, I'm fine with that. We're still alive. That should count for something. Of course, the loot is pretty crap, but yeah, that's how it goes. Anyhow, let's see for a little bit better skilling here. Intelligence, we figured out I don't need more than that. I will go for more leadership and weapon skill. You will go to 15 intelligence though. Take one more strength point because more carry and more damage. Same actually for you. And also the weapon skill will be increased over there. I'm still not certain about whom I want to go for with the shield. Some of our guys should have it, right? You were not around. They all have acceptable agility from the beginning, so it makes it very difficult for me to decide. For sure not you. You are going to be very dodgy, very fast, very, very dangerous. And yeah, that was it though for now. With that, thank you very much for watching. I might look already, even though I've not that much wordstone, I might wait for the next shipment request and send it off. And then go for some skills. But for now, I think that was it. Thank you very much for watching. And I look forward to seeing the next round of Mordheim, City of the Damned. Bye for now.